Okay, there it is. Yeah. Higurashi when they cry. I didn't, actually skip the chapter again. I guess I didn't save over here. Uh, oh, strange. How do I save my progress? I don't know. Um, what's this chapter don't look like? Exactly. uh, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 9, 2, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 2, 15, 15, 2, 53. Alright. Uh, this is an all-cast review thingy, so yeah. Thank you for buying Higurashi When They Cry, Onikakushi, a visual novel by 07th Expansion. How was it? If you enjoyed it even a little, it would make me happy. Ba ba da ba da. Even a little is stretching it. That incredibly dark ending made me angry, you know? Made us angry. As I understand it, this Onikakushi chapter is supposed to be somewhat of a prologue to the entire series. And there's 8 chapters if I'm not mistaken. How could their prologue have such an incredibly dark ending? I think there's actually a bit more, but I'm not gonna read those. Yeah, but doesn't that happen sometimes? The player digging through the story in order to avoid a bad ending is the point of these kind of games after all. But this one had no choices. It's still just the first chapter, I'm looking forward to it, the next one. What happens in the next chapter? Rina, do you know? Ba-da-ba-ba. Yeah, they said, the next chapter will introduce another aspect of the story. That's a strange way of putting it. What does that mean? Who knows? In this chapter they introduced a string of mysterious deaths that were happening in Himizawa, right? In the next chapter they will introduce some of the history of Himizawa. More about the demon eating thing? With one strange event happening after another, I got totally lost. What exactly is Orishida-sama's curse about? Actually, what is Orishida-sama to begin with? They didn't explain it much. Some sort of god or deity. I haven't heard much about it, but I have a bad feeling about it. It feels like it'll be another one of those scary stories where somebody gets cursed again. Tough luck on Ki-chan. What kind of curse is he gonna get hit with this time? However, I am looking forward to see what kind of story it's gonna be. Da 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 da. Sorry for being late, my bad, my bad. Hey everyone, good work today. Ba ba ba. Same to you. Hey, where's Ki-chan? Pikachu-kun is already off reading the script for the next chapter. It must be hard being the main character. Huh? That's too bad. He could have at least poked in to say hello. It's probably because he doesn't have any character art, so he couldn't poke his head in even if he wanted to. Rika-san, that's what we refer to as a personal problem. In any case, that story really was a lot of trouble, especially for Kakechi-kun and Rina-chan. Trouble? That was the mother of all bad ends. Ba. I wonder, what was the identity of that thing that was that attacked Kakechi-kun? Did it attack him? My theory is it was the work of people made to look like a curse. The black shadow you're talking about? But at the end, Kakechi made that phone call. Yeah, I also thought that fall was strange. At that point, Ki-chan should have been certain that the culprits were people. That really was a strange phone call. It almost sounded like he was being chased by a ghost or something. Just from that phone call, it really makes me think that it was the work of a curse after all. Since we're all here, why don't we share our theories? Let's start with Shinazaki-san. I absolutely believe it was people. I think it was a man-made incident that was just imitating the strange folklore floating around Himizawa. Certainly, every year on the day of the festival, for another link in the chain of mysterious deaths to happen certainly is suspicious. That so-called chain of mysterious deaths is definitely someone trying to reenact the folklore, definitely. I think it was the curse. Looking at the scenes where Akechi-san went berserk in the entryway, and the last scene with the phone call, I just couldn't come to the conclusion that person was the culprit. Well, he could have went insane, but when you say it that way, it really wasn't the type of scene that would make you think it was the work of an actual person. Yeah, but even then, I still think it was a person who did it. But that scene in the entryway, I think it might have been a delusional episode brought about by post-traumatic stress disorder. I wouldn't know what's going on, even if they didn't use such complicated words. In other words, Kichi was so scared that he was just imagining things. Then, what was the meaning behind that scene? What exactly was that mysterious presence behind Kichi? A red herring. R-E-D-H-E-R-R-I-N-G. Mi-chan, what do you mean by red herring? Like old man Tomitake has said, that scene was the result of Ki-chan having a post-traumatic stress-induced delusion from being mentally cornered. To expand on that a bit further, it was a ploy to make the player think it was a curse. That's why it was a red herring. You say it like that, but I wonder where that phrase comes from, red herring. Hahaha, well, it just means that there's that possibility. In that case, the theory that Ushi-san proposed during the story that it was a conspiracy by the villagers was correct. What does the man himself have to say about that? Me? Haha, it makes you think, eh? Huh? I totally thought Ushi-san would be behind the people explanation. During the story I said it was definitely the work of people, but if a person really was to blame, that leaves a lot of loose ends. Like what? Let's hear what Detective Ushi-san's theory is. First of all, if a person is a culprit, then there has to be a motive. In other words, someone has to gain something from it. Entertainment. So what you mean is, if this was the work of people, there would have to be something gained from causing the chain of mysterious deaths. Exactly. I thought that somebody could have benefited from the deaths of people related to the dam development, but the recent victims weren't related to that at all. First off, who benefits from killing Kichi-kun? I see. If you say it like that, my case is just kinda weak too. I mean, none of your money was stolen. There's no way it was human culprits. But that's not everything there is to it, right? Like Mi-chan said, there might have been some sort of reason for them to reenact the folklore. Exactly. This wasn't a murder where you consider the typical motives. It makes me think that this was most likely some sort of ritualistic murder to reenact the blood-stained history of the village. But why? So I'll ask the question of the hour, who gains from this reenactment? It's not about simple benefit, it's more about a psychological reason. I think that maybe this was an act of revenge, something native to the region. Fate was unable to be fooled this time around. I see, a member of some representative family looking to air out an old grudge of their ancestors, something like that? I don't like that. Then what is it? It couldn't be that you're leaning towards a curse explanation, Ushi-san. That's right, that's right. The man playing the detective said so. It's decided it was a curse. If, like how Mabara-san said during the story, it was the case that Orishida-sama possessed Rina-san and Tsunazaki-san and committed those acts, that would fit the evidence the most. As much as I hate to say it. I'm on the same opinion as Ushi. I can't come up with any explanation for the normally kind Rina and me trying to suddenly start behaving strange like that. I agree. About that, it may sound strange coming from myself, but I think Mion did it. I don't get what Mi is saying. I'd like an explanation. Well, sorry. In other words, I think this may end up being a really cruel story. Huh? Wait, Mi-chan, you don't mean... If you follow the trail of evidence to the very end, that's would be how it seemed. I also have my suspicions. In other words, Rina-san and Shinazaki-san both actually had those personalities to begin with, from merely deceiving Mabara-san, am I right? I don't like that at all. Wow, this is all the curse's fault. Rina-san and Mion-san and everyone else are all kind, nice people. I think that too. I think Rina and Mion Chan are really good people at heart. I think during the story they were definitely possessed by something. So Rina also thinks it was a curse. Then let me ask everyone who thinks it was a curse. There has to be a reason for a curse, right? I don't think there would be something indiscriminatory cursing everything. Can somebody explain that? I don't know the rules. A curse is a curse. Human logic won't get us anywhere. Haha, so Toko-chan, a personified deity is, in the end, nothing more than the creation of people. That's why their method of thinking is also understandable to humans. Just take a look at the Greek pantheons. They cry, get angry, get jealous. Basically, they're just like humans. So what you're saying is Orishida-sama is cursing people with some benefit in mind? That's an odd way of putting it, but basically yes. That's why they say, far from Jupiter, far from his thunder. Haha, you do have a point. Basically, it doesn't matter if it's Orishida-sama or humans. There has to be a reason. But Rika, what if that reason isn't clear? Well, it's not clear, yeah, but I think we'll find out soon. I don't know. Hahaha. That's right. This is all just the prologue. There's still a lot of stuff that hasn't been revealed yet. Yeah, it's hard to come up with any more theories at this point. No, I won't be satisfied until this is all made clear. Because I also wrote for the curse theory. Mion-san seems rather particular about this as well. Haha, we'll just make the best with what we know. Doesn't this feel interesting, like the club a little bit? Yeah, if you put it that way, it does seem interesting. Well then, let's summarize. Let's see, I think it was a curse. Kamitak thinks it was people, right? Yeah, I'll go with it being people. I also agree with it being the people explanation. Not to say I hate such fantastical things like curses, but in this particular case the connection to a curse is a little weak. Do you for the people explanation then, Rina-san? For the curse side, right? Yep. The Toko-chan and I believe it was a curse. Right. Yeah, I think it was a curse. People who say that Rina-san and Mion were evil to begin with are more befitting of a curse. Well, I don't want to believe that my own personality was that twisted, but I have to be cool when I'm in club mode. If I base my choices on just emotional regret, you know? Well, now, it doesn't really matter which side you pick, does it? Rika-chan hasn't said anything yet. What do you think? I don't think that Orishida-sama is a bad god. That's an interesting opinion. I don't want to worship a bad god that just curses people. I like a generous god more than one that curses. That's right, Rika-chan is a shrine maiden. You have a good opinion. Then what? If Rika-chan doesn't believe that it was Orishida-sama, then do you think the perpetrators were humans after all? We'll just go with that. Well now, that means the voters are split right down the middle. So half of us think it was a curse and the other half think it was people. Rina-chan is just for reference. What did the test players who played the beta version think? Yeah, there were a lot of players who believe in the people explanation. See, right there. Our veteran comrades are cool, collected, and very observant. But the beta version is only finished partway through the story. How far did it go? That's right. Even the people who played the beta version might change their minds as they got to the very end. What should we do then? This means that the opinions are still split. It's no fun if we don't settle this. We need there to be an odd number of judges. In other words, we need one more vote. Our perfect timing then, why don't we ask Higurashi himself? Let's call him. The opinion of the victim himself is very valuable. Since that's decided, it's time for the phone. Hello, Kichi-kun. It's Rina. Are you busy with work right now? Yeah, really busy. Just when I thought I'd get a break. Because the chapter's over, it's already time for the next one. How's Ki-chan? Busy? Yeah, he's moping. I can hear you, you know. It must be nice having a wrap-up party. I wanted to go too. You can come if you get some character art for yourself. Rika, that's a secret. Sorry about that, Kakashi-kun. Anyway, during the current chapter, Kakashi-kun, didn't you die? We're just talking about who the culprit might be. Basically, we're deadlocked on whether it was the people or Arishida-sama's curse that killed you. I'm really sorry, even though you're busy reviewing the script. Kakashi-kun, which do you think it was? That's obvious, isn't it? Which? Isn't it both of them? Targeted by the suspicious people of the village, and then cursed by some strange Arishida-sama on top of that. It's both humans and a curse. Everyone's just picking on me. So very, very pitiful. Next time I'll pat you on the head. For you. I'll pat your head for you. In the end, the opinions still split, huh? I think... I'll think this over again. We might have missed something. Maybe. But then please look forward to the next release, Higurashi When They Cry, Onikakushi. That's the wrap up then. Ba da 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 da. It's not that long, I guess, but whatever. Ba da da da. And that should be my final achievement. Yeah, there it is. Onikakushi Party. And yeah, I guess that's it for Higurashi When They Cry Chapter 1. Which one is this called? They just said the name earlier. Onikakushi. And yeah, bye bye.